Hi, my name is Cynthia Sari. I'm going to teach the basic lay servant class for the United Methodist Church. I am a lay servant. I go before the panel this month to become a lay speaker. This has been over 4-year journey for me, and I look forward to teaching this class. This class was designed by my pastor and I for people who can't get to a class or don't have a class that's being offered near them, or they work crazy hours or whatever reason. And I hope you enjoy yourself and invite others to join along with you. It amazes me when I go into churches and ask how many liturgists and lay servants that they have in their church, and they say none. That's just not acceptable to me. I want to make disciples for Jesus, and that's what this class is. It's a discipleship class. You are learning how to train and teach others how to follow Jesus. This is done in podcast form. These podcasts will be available to you 24/7 over the 5-week course. There will be assignments to complete each week, and you'll email the assignment to me, and I'll put my comments on it and email it back to you. And at the end of the 5 weeks, I'll send your certificate to you and one to your district office, so that way you have the record of it for the next 3 years that you are a United Methodist lay servant. There's many capacities in which you'll be asked to serve. Some will step in for a pastor if they're sick or on vacation. Some just help out in other ways that their pastor needs them. And that's entirely up to you and to your pastor and to your district what it is that you will be doing. And a lot of it depends on how much you're willing to step forward. I know that when I first started, becoming a lay servant and the idea of getting up in front of people that I know or don't know and talking about my relationship with God was one of the scariest things I think I've ever done. But the Lord is with you and leads through you. And it's amazing when I'm typing up a sermon and I go back and read it and I'll say, well, where did that come from? And then I realize it was just the Spirit talking through me, making sure that the words that they wanted heard got on that paper. One of the Bible verses that led me to decide that I wanted to be a lay servant was taken from Matthew 14, verses 24 through 31. I'm going to read it to you because it talks about how Jesus is there and there's no reason to doubt. But the boat was already over a mile from land, battered by the waves, because the wind was against them. Around 3 a.m, he came toward them walking on the sea. When the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were terrified. "It's a ghost," they said, and cried out in fear. Immediately Jesus spoke to them, "Have courage, it is I. Don't be afraid." "Lord, if it's you," Peter answered him, "command me to come to you on the water." "Come," he said. And climbing out of the boat, Peter started walking on the water toward Jesus. But when he saw the strength of the wind, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried out, "Lord, save me." Immediately Jesus reached out his hand, caught hold of him, and said to him, "You of little faith, why did you doubt?" Jesus is always there, ready to help out. You just have to ask. The world today does everything it can to keep people away from God. In fact, they've made it one of the taboos. You don't talk about God, sex, or politics when you're out in public. They schedule children's sporting events on Sunday. They make you work on Sunday. Sunday used to be a sacred day. Now it's, oh, I'm off for the day. What am I going to do for me? Instead about, what am I going to do for you, God? It makes me wonder how soon it is that he is going to come back. But the way that we help is by making disciples of the world for Jesus Christ and the transformation of the world. So I look forward to working with you over these next 5 weeks. And I hope that you invite your friends and your families and other people in your churches to also participate, because it's important work. And the more we have out there doing it, the more it's going to transform the world for Jesus. I am not a college-educated graduate. I am a retired person that works for God. And I'm going to teach you how to do it too. My name is Cynthia Sari. I'll be seeing you soon. Amen.